Hello everyone, welcome to BiSci 3. I need just another moment because there are some people that are searching for the links in order to get to class, and I need to help them. So I'm going to stop my video again for just a moment, and then I'll be right back with you. I appreciate your patience. Thank you very much. Welcome to BiSci 3. I need just another moment because there are some people that are searching for the links in order to get to class, and I need to help them. So I'm going to stop my video again for just a moment, and then I'll be right back with you. I appreciate your patience. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much for your patience. I think that everybody is coming in at this point, and if you're a couple minutes late today, that's all right. I understand that this is a different system of logging into two ways of being in BiSci right now. So, so just be patient with this hectic. It won't always happen this way, and we'll get everybody included. So I'm gonna get started. First of all, I'm so glad that all of you are here, and we'll get started with what is BiSci? What are we about here? So give me just a moment. We'll get the PowerPoint started up, and off and away we'll go. So today's topic for class is observation. I would appreciate it if you turn off any extraneous devices that you don't need for being with class and stow them away, pack them someplace where they won't be a distraction to you. And then just take a moment to breathe. It's a hectic day for lots of us as we start new systems. So just take a couple minutes and a couple of big deep breaths and just come into full presence here in this moment. So first I want to welcome you. The word welcome comes from, it's an old word. The original word was wilkuma, which is an old English word, which means someone whose arrival you've been waiting for, and somebody that you've been anticipating. And boy, can I say that that's true. Somebody whose arrival is pleasing. And I'm so glad that you are here with us. We've spent the summer preparing for what BiSci would look like in this format, and with a new group of students, and I am so pleased that you are here. So I really want to welcome you with my whole heart to BiSci this semester. It's not just me doing this, so often you'll hear me talk about us, that we run BiSci together. So talking about the TAs and learning coordinators, and you'll get to see and meet those folks in just a little bit. But I want you to know that even though we don't know you, our hearts are wide open to each of you. You've done a lot to get here, to be in this moment in time, and each of your individual experiences are valuable. So you are a successful human being, and here you are in this moment. We'll do a lot of reflecting in BiSci, so to think about the fact that all of your experiences have led you to this very moment of being part of this community of Penn State, this community of this class, and I really am so pleased that you're here. So for this first observation class, we're going to think back to this. I'm sure that in your middle school or high school experience, you've seen this, the scientific method. And typically it would be that as a scientist, or in that science class, you were taught to make some sort of observation and then question your observation. Why is it like what you're seeing there? And then create a hypothesis, your ideas of why it is that you're seeing what you're seeing, and then to create some sort of experiment. So this scientific method, we're going to practice. This is a science class, so the environmental science. So we're going to practice it right now in this moment. So observation, question, hypothesis, and experiment. So put your feet flat on the floor so that you can feel your toes, whether you're wearing shoes or whether you're barefoot at this moment. You can feel your toes and your heel, the arch of your toes, just paying attention to what's happening in your body. So you can feel your feet on the floor, and then take a couple more really deep breaths. And notice what happens for you. Culture teaches us to lift our shoulders and to tuck our tummy in when we breathe, sucking in a deep breath, but this is really upside down breathing. It's not the way it should go. So when you take a deep breath, your stomach should stick out. It should puff out as you breathe in because you're taking air into your body. And then letting that breath go. All of it might take 5 seconds. And in and an out, relaxing, letting the air rush in. And the benefits of this deep breathing, of this very intentional way of breathing and being, sometimes takes practice for us in our culture. So take a moment now and just observe. What did you observe about your being as you did this breathing? Dwelling in this present moment, I know that this is the only moment. We don't have to be rushing ahead to what's next, and we don't have to be living in the past. This is the present moment. So when I ask, what did you observe? This brings me to tell you about the system of communication in this class. We are all teachers. We appreciate and need your voices in this room, so to speak. So you're logged in watching me on YouTube right now, but you're also logged into your TA's Zoom room. So there will be either 12 or 24 people with you and your TA in those groups. And so with this system, I'll be able to put out questions like this. What did you observe about your breathing? And then you'll be able to discuss in your small groups. As your discussion progresses, then your TA drops notes to me in our GroupMe chat so that I can, in essence, hear what's going on for you in your discussions. And then I can bring that to the big group. And I value your input very much. You all are teachers too. So we'll do this a couple of times as class goes on. We're all starting something new, a new semester, new classes, new possibilities, new responsibilities, and some feelings of excitement and some feelings of anxiety. And those feelings all have biological connections. So when we put our feet on the floor and take deep breaths, we're harnessing the power of what our body can do. We're getting the cortisol in our body flowing and adjusting to a relatively lower level. Cortisol is the stress-related hormone which increases our endorphins when we're feeling nervous. But by deep breathing, we're counteracting those. So your observations could be related to the biology of what's happening in your bodies. We feel excitement because of increased dopamine, which is a natural stimulant, a chemical that travels our neural pathways and helps us function in making choices. We may feel anxiety because chemicals that are triggering some level of fear in the unknown. We feel stress because adrenaline is released to put us in a state of preparedness for whatever is to come. So the more that we know about what's going on with the biology, the science of life in our own bodies, we have a better understanding of ourselves, and being open to ourselves, we can understand and see other people in enlightened ways because their bodies are functioning similarly to yours. So for instance, if I have a friend who is wound up and tense because he's nervous about an upcoming test, I can tap into my knowledge of how it feels to feel like that and I'm able to access my empathy for him. I've made an observation about my friend. I've questioned why he's behaving the way he is. I have an idea, a hypothesis about what's making him tense, and then I can experiment with ways to communicate with him and help him to see that his feelings are due to the adrenaline of being anxious about the test. It's a biological response to stress. So how can I support him and help him to find emotional balance? So the scientific method, this system, observe, question, hypothesis, experiment, we use it all day, every day, without thinking about it. We are all scientists. So let's try another round here. So as you're looking at everybody, however that is in your in your Zoom room, so what did you perceive when you entered this Zoom and looked around at everyone? Think back to that moment when you signed in and what you saw, what you noticed, and then what were you thinking and feeling? So this is where it's going to happen. Take a moment and talk about it in your lab groups. We all have reactions. We're all people with natural reactions. So it is not necessary to be afraid. Don't let the cortisol rise. Don't let all those stress hormones rise when you're talking in your lab group. We are all people and we all have reactions. We all have our own stories. There is no right or wrong answer to this question. So what did you see and what did you think and feel when you logged into your Zoom just a few moments ago? So now I'm going to interrupt your conversation. If any of you have comments, any of you TAs that want to send some comments to me, that's great. So what this comes down to is, or one of the things it comes down to is a perception of us versus them. So going back to that moment when you're coming into the Zoom, and as you looked around, did you see them or did you see us? Did you see fellow beings as part of your community? Or did you see strangers, others? And again, there's no right or wrong answer. It's a matter of how we perceive the situation. And how then it affects us in the long term. Are we us or are we them? Do you see yourself as part of the larger whole, part of the community of life? Maybe. Did you see yourself as an individual? Maybe. This view of us versus them can really tell a story about our cultural views. And it's a theme that we're going to carry through BiSci as we go. So coming in, I welcomed you, and think of this as I explained. I believe that all of us are teachers in this room. So there is a Mayan greeting in Lakesh, which stands for, which means in the Mayan language, I am another you. I am another of yourself. I am you and you are me. The interesting thing about this for the Mayans is that they greet the sun this way, they greet the land this way, they greet the water this way. I am another you. I am here to be seen right now, just as I am. I am here to be seen. And the response from those is, I see you. You have been seen. It is a joyful greeting and a joyful response. So my name is Jen, and I will be with you doing this part of the course. My background is that I've been working with Shavers Creek Environmental Center for about 23 years and have been teaching indoors and outdoors, but my mission is to connect people to people, connect people to nature, and to connect people to themselves. And so by teaching BiSci, I am in my life's work. This is great joy to me to be with all of you. But I'm only a small part of this system. And so I'd like to take a moment, and I have a video here where they're going to be, you're going to meet the TAs, you're going to see them. You're going to hear from the learning coordinators. There are 6 of them who help me to run BiSci. They're the ones that mentor the TAs. They've already been TAs over the course of their Penn State experience. And then you're going to hear some of them say that they're angels, which means that they are TAs coming back to volunteer to TA again because they had such a powerful experience and they're drawn to this work as well. So let me cue up this video. Give me just a moment. And remember that this team of people, we are all teachers, but everybody in this room, in this experience together, are all teachers. So here we go. Let me get this video.
Hi everyone, I'm Lily and I've been TAing for 3 semesters now and I'm also a learning coordinator. And BiSci brought me one of my best friends and roommates, Bree.
I'm Bree and I'm an angel this semester and I'm very confident that we're all where we're supposed to be in life right now. And I'm very grateful to have this moment.
Hi everyone, my name is Claire and I'm looking forward to seeing where this BiSci journey takes all of us.
Welcome to BiSci 3. My name is Erin Brown and I will be one of your learning coordinators this semester. I will also be in charge of the live stream and I'll be picking up a section to TA. I am most excited for this wild journey together.
Hi everyone, my name's Ryan, and I can't wait to be a part of your journey and watch you all grow together.
Hi, my name is Lucy and I look forward to all the growth you will experience this semester.
Hi, my name is Michael McConnell, and I'm very hopeful that in the present time we can appreciate the good we have. I'm excited to help you all direct yourself to your own BiSci path.
Hello everyone, my name is Jimena and I'm going to be an angel this fall and I am also an LC, and I hope that this semester we get to redefine our ideas of connection, whether we're on Zoom or in person.
Hey everyone, my name is Grace and my goal is to create awareness, to spread love, and to hopefully encourage others to do the same.
Hi, my name is Aaron, and something I fear is not being able to live up to the expectations of the people around me, like my friends or family or colleagues. Yeah.
Hi Hi everyone, welcome to BiSci 3. My name is Dina June, and I believe that even though we may not know why at the time, everything happens for a reason.
Hi everyone, I'm Kennedy, and I believe it's important to follow what you're passionate about.
Hi, my name is Emma, and I'm confident that we will have an inspiring semester.
My name is Sean, and I'm feeling grateful that I get to go on this journey with you.
Hey guys, I'm Luke Bavick, and I'm here today because I believe more people need BiSci.
I'm Jess, and I'm confident that we're going to have a fulfilling and rewarding.
What's up, guys? My name is Phoebe, and I have gotten so much out of BiSci, like learning about myself and about the world and really everything in between. And I know and believe that we are all capable of doing that this semester, even though we are virtual. Let's have a great semester.
Hi, my name's Annie, and I am confident that in BiSci, you will find a community and connection and have some new experiences if you really put your heart and soul into it.
Hey, I'm Allie, and I don't believe there's any one of you out there who isn't called to something greater than yourselves.
Hey guys, my name is Anna, and I'm so excited to be growing with you all this semester.
Hi, my name is Zaina, and I am feeling anxious and hopeful for this semester with all of you.
Hi, my name's Grace, and I'm looking forward to learning from all of you guys this semester.
Hi everyone, my name's Stephanie. I'm going to be one of your LCs this semester. So basically that means if you need any help, just feel free to email me. It's all on the syllabus, but other than that, I'm really excited for this training that we'll all be taking together this semester.
Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany. I am a learning coordinator this semester, and I'm also going to be a TA for one section. I'm just super grateful to be here. I'm super grateful to be a part of this community, and I hope that we can all find some joy, find some peace, and just be open to new experiences together.
Hi, my name is Bianca, and I'm feeling very excited to get to know all of you this semester.
Hi everybody, my name's Amber. And I feel inspired because despite being physically more distanced than ever before, I feel it's opened up the floor for us to become even closer emotionally and talk about necessary things. So let's get closer while staying apart.
So that's the team of people. And then out there are somewhere around 500 of you. 500 of you who have made this choice to come to college, specifically to come to Penn State. And so I would like to encourage you. You just heard some of the missions of these TAs and learning coordinators. What about you? What is your mission? So when you look at this question, take a quiet moment and reflect on these questions. And as you think about the questions themselves, reflect and observe your reactions to these questions too. Did you immediately tense up? Or were you immediately excited? Were you nervous when these questions popped up? There's a lot to be discovered in our reactions to questions. That might be that your heart races a little bit. And then what is that about? Figuring it out. So if you've looked at the Canvas site, you'll find that there's the notes for each of the weeks. And so there are lots of different resources listed there for you. Under week 1, you will find pages for notes for the classes. Actually, under each of the weeks, you'll find notes pages for each of the classes and labs. And we encourage that you use them either digitally or even better if you print them. And so that way, if you're recording your thoughts as this class goes along, there will be a measure of how much you've grown and changed and learned over the course of these 15 weeks. So this is a Gen Ed course. A lot of you are taking this because it fulfills some sort of requirement for you. And yet, I believe Dr. Harry Lewis had something brilliant to say when he said, universities have forgotten their main purpose, which is to help young people learn who they are and to search for larger purpose to their lives. And so that's what this Gen Ed course is about. The word educate comes from a Latin educere, which means to bring forth or to bring out, lead forth. So my role and that of your TA is to lead you to see new opportunities for thinking and believing and feeling and communicating. We are not pushing our views on you, but we are here as guides for you as you are discovering more about you and your beliefs. Here during this time of your life of university, of being here as a college student, is to develop and grow through your prefrontal cortex. It's part of your brain, located at the front. It's right on the frontal lobe. It's implicated in a variety of complex behaviors, planning and personality development. It helps you to focus your attention, helps to predict the consequences of your actions, anticipating events in the environment. As it develops, it helps you with impulse control and managing emotional reactions. So the idea that we're working on the prefrontal cortex is that we're just working on it. It's not finished growing and developing until age 25. And so this is something that that is growing and changing in all of you right now in dramatic ways. And so what this course does in the Gen Ed set of courses is that we are hoping that you are seeing with new eyes, seeing new possibilities. We're going to do science. It's science. It's a method of expanding awareness. Think about what the microscope does, or the Hubble telescope, or X-rays. They help us to see possibility. They help us to see what's going on. All humans are innately curious, and that's what science is a way of being. It's a way of exploring that curiosity. It's a way of exploring ourselves and each other and college and the environment. So this, as an environmental science course, is like this. This is our course text. You'll notice that the subtitle of the text is Becoming Fully Human. So this is all about that exploration of connections. This is our course theme right now. Connections with each other, connections with Earth, connections with ourselves. We're not just going to document how we're becoming. We're going to inquire why it's happening. What does it mean? What's trying to issue forth at this time in your lives? So this, as an environmental science course, is making lots of those connections. If you haven't already, I ask that you look over the syllabus in Canvas and the resources that are posted there for you before class on Wednesday. As your TAs will be going over some of the logistics of class, they'll be sending out emails for you. There will be a different YouTube link each time, but you can access that very quickly through Canvas. Under the weeks, you will find each of the lectures listed there and each of the links accordingly. And then you'll be logging into the same BiSci or your same TA Zoom link each time. So some of the important parts of the syllabus that I really want to talk about in this moment is that what to expect if you commit to fully engaging with this course and realizing that that is your choice. You can expect to discover how your questions, can be powerful catalysts for learning. You can expect to grow in your ability to see yourself, those around you, and Earth from new and liberating perspectives. You can expect to appreciate the tremendous power of journal reflections as a means of self-understanding and self-discovery. And you can expect that you will realize, should you choose, that you can play a significant role in the healing of our world. If you choose to fully engage with BiSci 3, our goals for the course are that you might think thoughts you never before had the awareness to think, that you might write what you have never had the understanding to write, that you might speak what you've never had the courage to speak, that you might feel what you have never had the openness to feel, and that through all of this, you might come to experience what it means to be fully alive, fully human, fully yourself as a citizen of Earth, with power to make choices for the betterment of Earth. I'm not a big fan of reading slides to people, and yet these are so important to the key core of what this course is about that I feel inclined that we go through today. The 4 pillars of BiSci 3 course culture, and we will do everything in our power to offer you a challenging and transformative learning experience if you help us by honoring these 4 pillars of our class culture, arriving on time to all class periods and refraining from packing up early. And in this case, in this world of doing it via Zoom and technology, it's that class goes until 3:20. But if you start pulling out your phone and doing other things, at 3:10 or 3:15, your TA is going to take notes about that. And just, it's really important to stay present the whole time. It's only 50 minutes. That you're alert during class and avoid the use of all extraneous electronic devices. That you remain open to new ideas and novel ways of thinking. Again, we aren't pushing our views on you, but we are going to challenge what you think that you know, or you're going to challenge yourself about what you think you know. And then truth speaking, we ask that you avoid BSing on course assignments so that you might discover what's actually true for you. So we are excited for the opportunity to serve as your guides, but the power and the potential of this course will depend on you. Your choice to show up with full presence and integrity by embracing these pillars of the culture. If you don't think that this class is for you and you're not willing to abide by these pillars, then I very respectfully ask that you drop the course now, as there are people on the waiting list who are hoping to get in. And so if this doesn't seem like it's for you, then we respect you and what you need. And I would hope that you would respect you and what you need as well. So in the Canvas pages, you will find those YouTube links, as I said, listed under the weeks of the courses. And then some of you have been emailing me about Packback. Your TAs will be in touch with you with the links of how to get to Packback. So you'll be finding those emails. Do not worry if you have not done it already. It's okay. Our first Packback assignment will be next week. And so we have this week to get settled into that system. So 2 other notes about class. So as we jump into this environmental science class, I ask that you now proceed with this conversation in your Zoom with your TA. I understand that some of the TAs may or may not have the chat feature Right now, Zoom has been, I imagine most of you know this already, Zoom has been experiencing challenges today. So if you are not able to write things in the chat, please just chat out loud to each other about this question. How would you characterize your relationship with Earth? And these are just possibilities. A, Earth is mostly just a background for my daily activities. B, Earth is primarily a supply house for all of my needs. C, Earth is mainly a depository for my waste. D, Earth is all of the above. Or E, none of the above adequately describes my connection with Earth. So take a moment now in your Zoom meetings with your TAs and chat about this. So some responses are coming in. There are people that have views that all of these things are the case. All over the board about our connections to Earth, which is not surprising because there are over 500 of us participating in this conversation, thinking about this question. And so BiSci is here to connect. There is no separation between us and Earth. You are Earth, I am Earth. You and I have been born out of Earth. Earth is our mother. What happens to Earth happens to us. So this idea of being in relationship with Earth is kind of weird. It might feel weird to some of you. And yet, that's what this course is about, is how are we connecting, or how are we connected to Earth? That is the environmental science of this. We're going to ask lots of questions. We're going to make observations. We're going to ask lots of questions. We're going to create some hypotheses. We're going to experiment. We are all connected in this way. And so I'm still getting answers, and it's fun to hear what all of you are thinking about, or some of you are thinking about. Someone said that she thinks we're merely guests here and that we should serve Earth. Some folks say that Earth does not need us, but we need it. Somebody thinks of Earth as home. And that some people feel that E was the right answer, that there's a very complex relationship between us and Earth. And so I agree, it is very complex. And that's what we're going to dive into over the course of this semester together. So I encourage you, if you have questions for me, please feel free to message me in Canvas. I will also stick around for a few minutes after class, and any TAs can send questions to me in the group chat, and then we will proceed. So make sure that you're watching for the way to connect in Packback, and then also checking out the syllabus. Your first week's reflection action assignments are listed there. So there are 3 readings to do this week, and then reflecting on those on the journal pages that are offered to you in Canvas, and then you will also have an action that you're going to reflect upon and write about that as well. Something that you're going to do. So the reflection action assignments are all there in Canvas under the weeks, under week 1. Please ask your TA or ask me if you have any questions about that. Science awakens us to new ways of seeing, and awakening is why we're here. That's what this class is about. So I look forward to this semester with all of you. I look forward to the opportunities to awaken and become more aware, and I look forward to watching all of you along the way. This is a great joy for me. So thank you very much. I will stick around here in my Zoom room. If anybody has questions, you can ask your TA and they will pass them on to me. Otherwise, I hope that you have a beautiful day.